Well, first of all, my name is Dusty Rhodes. I was a baseball coach here at UNF for 23 years. I worked here really for 25 years. I was a head coach at Palm Beach Junior College for 7 years. I was the assistant baseball coach at the University of Florida for 4 years. I worked 4 years in minor league baseball, 3 years with the Milwaukee Brewers, and once with the New York Yankees, and now I'm going back to the Brewers after I retired. I coached the USA team 3 times, went to the World Championships in Managua, Nicaragua with the USA team. They were starting baseball at UNF, and so they contacted me and said, look, we're interested in you come over and start this program. When I first came over here, this campus was the only thing out part of this town. There was no mall, there was none of that stuff. But as soon as I drove on campus, I looked at it and I said, man, this could be a gold mine. It's a state university. It's in a great town. It was in a great area. And I said, even though when I got here, there was no baseball field. So I actually planted the grass on that field that's over there now. And I had that opportunity, and I kept saying, well, you know, a lot of guys will be able to get out of University of Florida and go to a job that's already been, an established job, but not everybody will ever be able to start a program and get it up there. So that's why I took the job. I was looking for a certain kind of player. First of all, when I got here, they said, you're not going to have any exceptions for athletes academically. And that worked all the way through until the time I quit. We never had exceptions for athletes. So I knew that, first of all, I couldn't go out and recruit a dumb jock that could play but couldn't go to school. Second of all, I knew that the kind of player I had to get here might not be the top-notch player, but he'd have work habits would be tremendous. That's what I was looking for. The first year, we played pretty good. And then the next year, we went to the national championship. So when we finally got to the point where we made that transition to Division I, we had 2 goals: win a conference championship, which we got close, but we didn't win one. We finished second the first year, and we finished third one year. It was to beat every Division I team in the state of Florida in the 4-year period that we couldn't go. Well, in 2 years, we did that. We beat Florida 4 times. We beat Central Florida 8 times. We beat Miami 2 out of 3 in Miami. Beat Florida State twice. And every other Division I team in the state of Florida we beat them. So it was the idea that we couldn't go to postseason play, so we had to have goals for our players. I grew up in South Florida, and I played every sport. Back then, we had 3 TV stations. You either watch ABC, CBS, or NBC. That was all it was, so you had to get out of the house. First of all, you could get out of the house and still be safe. But your mom and your dad would say, get out, go play, do something. And so when I grew up, that's what we did. I played everything. Played baseball, football, basketball. I was a discus thrower, pole vaulter, track. So every day I was out doing something. I was lucky because each one of those sports had different coaches. And when I became a coach, I took something from every one of those sports. You got to say, look, I'm going to be hard on you for one reason, to make you better. Not because I want to be hard on you. If I'm not hard on you, you won't get better and you won't produce. And so that's what happens. I was brought up that way. My father was tough on me. The coaches I had were tough on me, and I thought that was the way you did things. You go out every day and you work as hard as you can, and you get what you deserve. You deserve to work. You deserve to win if you work hard. That's really what we did. I found out the longer I lived, the smarter my dad got, because he knew what he was talking about. I just wouldn't listen to the guy. But I did remember him saying, like, if you go to work for a guy, you give him 100% and listen to what he has to say. And it's worked out really good, because some of the things that I've done in baseball in the last couple of years were things that I learned years ago and paid attention to old-time guys. And they have that saying, old dudes rule. It's true. They do rule, because they're the ones with the experience of how to win and how to lose, not only in baseball but in life. So you listen to them, you got a chance. You can do anything you want. Want to be a millionaire? Be a millionaire. If that's what makes you happy. I probably wouldn't, but the deal is you think it would, so do that. So I think you have to have somebody in life that say the sky's the limit. But on the other hand, the sky's the limit as long as you follow a procedure of being disciplined, knowing what you're doing, care about other people, the team comes first, those kind of things. Pretty much we have 4 rules. And the 4 rules were pay attention. You got to pay attention, because if you don't pay attention, you don't learn anything. You got to work hard, do your job, and the team comes first. You follow those 4, you're going to succeed. Anything you do. It's not just a game, it's life. And when things get tough, you've been there. You go, well, it's tough. Well, what are we going to do? Sit back and worry about it? No, we got to do something. Let's go get it done. Let me tell you, when you get old, you got to be tough. Because I'm getting old, and I'm telling you right now, getting old, you got to be tough, because you're going to come down with stuff. Normally, no big deal. But you get older, you get arthritis, you get all that stuff. Well, I'm 64 years old. I'm not going like that. I'm going to get up every morning to win. And if you do that, you're going to win sooner or later. To me, that's how you have to look at life. I wake up every day to win.